There was a time in my life when I sat in silence, waiting. Waiting for someone to notice my pain. Waiting for life to somehow get easier. Waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect answer, the perfect savior. But the answer never came. Because no one was coming. And that was the moment I woke up. You see, my child, this world can be kind, but it is not here to carry you. Life is not a fairy tale where someone rides in on a white horse to lift you from your struggles. It is a path you must walk with your own feet, through the storms, through the darkness, step by step. And the sooner you understand this truth, the sooner you begin to live. I once knew a young man, strong, full of dreams, but always waiting. He waited for the right job, the right partner, the right moment. Years passed. And every year, the fire in his heart grew dimmer, until one day, he was just a shadow of who he could have been. He had the talent. He had the time. But he gave away his power, waiting. Now hear me carefully, it's all on you. And that is not a curse. It is a gift. Because when you accept responsibility for your life, truly and fully, you take the first step toward freedom. You stop blaming the world, your past, or the people who didn't show up for you. You begin to realize, you are the one you've been waiting for. So what does this mean? What do you do now? First, you reflect. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What am I postponing? In what ways am I hoping someone else will fix what I have the power to change? Reflection is not weakness, it is wisdom. The person who can look within, who can face their own truth, holds the key to their transformation. Second, you act. No matter how small. You take the first step. You clean the room. You finish the task. You apologize. You apply. You build. Each small action builds momentum. And momentum builds belief. Before you know it, you're no longer stuck, you're moving. Third, you stay mindful. Don't let the world distract you from what matters. People will come and go. Trends will rise and fall. But your inner world, that sacred place inside, is where your strength lies. Protect it. Nourish it. Return to it often. When the nights are long and the doubts are loud, return to silence. Return to breath. Return to your path. And remember, growth is not loud. It is the quiet work you do when no one is clapping. The early mornings. The late nights. The honest conversations with yourself. That is where real change happens. Now, I know, this path is not easy. But ease was never the goal. Truth was. Freedom was. Peace of mind was. Let me tell you one more story. There was an old tree in my village. It stood tall through droughts, storms, even fires. People would gather under its shade, never knowing how deep its roots ran. One day, a boy asked me, how did this tree become so strong? I said, because no one came to save it. It had to reach deep into the earth, find its own water, and stand tall through every test. That's how it became what it is. And so will you. You are stronger than you believe. But strength doesn't come from waiting. It comes from showing up, for yourself, every day, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. So here is your moment. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Now. You can rewrite your story. You can become the person you were meant to be. Not by magic. Not by luck. But by courage. By clarity. By realizing that everything you need, already lives within you. No one is coming to save you. Because you are the one who was meant to rise.